Good afternoon, and welcome to State News File. I'm Suhaib Yusuf. Brenna Doucette will have a look at the latest sports highlights later. Brenna, what can we expect to see?
Well, we've got Iginla's retirement, the Raptors, the Flames, and what the Trojans are doing this week.
That sounds excellent. We will have a look at weather with Tommy Osborne later today, but first, here are today's top stories. Students at Western Canada High School in Southwest Calgary performed a walkout yesterday in support of sexual assault survivors. Protest organizers say they are rallying because in response to allegations of sexual assault and what they call a lack of support from school administrators. The main message they are trying to outline is accountability and safety in school. Ward 11 Councillor Courtney Penner has a child who attends the school, so she will be at the rally as well to show her support as a parent and as an elected official. The City of Calgary has extended its mask bylaw as well as extending the vaccine passport bylaw to fall in line with the guidelines of the province. The decision to repeal the bylaw will now be made by Council. Previously, the rule would have been dropped if active cases in Calgary dropped under 100 cases per 100,000 people for 28 days. Council voted in favor of the new bylaw 11-4, and the new ruling came into effect when COVID cases saw a slight increase from the last update, with most active cases in Alberta being in the Calgary zone.
Emergency is a standard, globally accepted, for us to compete with the rest of the world. And if we want to sit here and be our own cheerleaders, we could use any word, resilience, whatever. But for us to show to the entire world that we are serious about it, this word emergency is, in my opinion, needed.
Councillors debated for hours whether the climate declaration should be passed or not, but ended with the final vote of 13-2. Alberta becomes the latest province to sign a deal with to sign a federal plan to provide a $10 a day child care plan. The $3.8 billion project will be rolled out over the next 5 years. The plan includes all licensed child care facilities, and all child care costs will be cut in half next year and will go down to $10 a day by 2026. Currently, about 60% of Canadian children are covered under the plan. As COVID-19 continues to make the life of everyone harder, students are facing so many challenges with their education. Liz Dang is live in the newsroom. Liz, what can you tell us about what the students are currently going through right now?
Yes, so if student grades are dropping and school assignment and projects are getting a little extra harder. Before this semester, students thought things will change due to great number of students and staff who are fully vaccinated, but it turned out to be a nightmare. With the blended classes, most students are trying to balance their time. It's so unfortunate that things are not adjusting as we expected.
Challenges mostly for me is trying to have a group project or like trying to find someone to consult with as fellow students. So it's so hard to get in touch with because some of them, they live far away. Some of them move to other cities. So it's mostly online and it's not that.
The pandemic is making a lot of things harder, and students wish there could be another way out of this. Back to you, Suhaib.
That was Liz Dang reporting live from the newsroom. Fashion Revolution is a global non-profit organization that holds a week-long event every year around April 24th. The Fashion Revolution Week started after a garment factory in Bangladesh collapsed in 2008, killing over 1,000 people. Fashion Revolution has a chapter in Calgary. Eric Bird has the story.
We're makers, and what we'll do is make a piece.
Fashion Revolution Week has been bringing like-minded business owners together to help build a sense of community. Christy Wu is one of this year's organizers.
Community, you know what I mean? So just trying to create an event that brings together, a few people, and then making it a little bit joyful. So I think that's how we do it. Is that what you're looking for?
The key to growing this week and getting more people and businesses to participate is networking. Veronica Murphy is the owner of Rick Rack, a textile store here in Calgary.
What I really like about working with Christy and Fashion Revolution is that I can bring those people that are crafting for the love of it, and they can consider this new angle of why they can make their own clothes.
Educating the public about lowering your consumption footprint by supporting local is a main initiative for Fashion Revolution Week.
At Rick Rack, that's the focus that we have, and that's one of the reasons why we're participating in Fashion Revolution, is so that we can help people appreciate what good well-made clothing looks like and the use that you can get out of it.
The industry sees an uptick in interest and sales this week. A wide variety of people, skills, and dedication make this week successful year in and year out.
Came from different parts of the spectrum, I guess. And then even with the four of us now that are on the board, same thing, like we just have all different sort of connections to the community. So we just use those connections.
Fashion Revolution continues to build momentum here in Calgary. From organizers to small business owners, educating customers on lowering their consumption footprint is ideal. For Newsfile, I'm Eric Bird.
Those are today's top stories. We'll have your full forecast after the break. But first, Tommy has a look at what's going on in Calgary this week.
If you like art, Beyond Van Gogh in the BMO Centre is a can't-miss event for you. Initially planned just for the summer, this immersive electronic display of Van Gogh's art has been extended to run until November 27th. Tickets are around $45. Folk rock and country music fans can treat themselves to a Gordon Lightfoot concert at the Grey Eagle Casino. Tickets range from $60 to $90 for the chance to see arguably Canada's greatest songwriter. If you're feeling more classical, the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra will have a tribute to Amadeus. They will be playing some of Mozart's most famous pieces from the hit 1984 movie Amadeus. Finally, internationally acclaimed comedian Eddie Izzard is bringing her Wunderbar World Tour to Calgary on November 20th. Her comedic style is described as surreal and fantastical and branches into all topics. A worldwide talent, Izzard has performed in 45 countries and 4 languages. Tickets range from $40 to $60.
All right, so with our seasons here, we're heading into winter, but our cities still can't quite decide what season they want to stay in. Looking at the west side of Canada here, Vancouver, sunny and 8 degrees, still very much towards the fall. But Edmonton and Regina experiencing some snow. Winnipeg has some rain here, which will most likely turn to snow later on in the week. Taking a look over at the east side of the country now, more or less a similar story. Toronto, rain that will most likely turn to snow. Montreal, snowfall for the entire week. However, the Maritimes are looking really beautiful still. 10 degrees and 6 degrees respectively for St. John's and Halifax, and they shouldn't have any snow this week. Nothing but positive temperatures for them all around. Toronto, while they will have some snow later on in the week, they should actually warm up as it goes on. Let's take a look down south at our resorts, see how they're doing.
Palm Springs and Orlando are looking beautiful and sunny at 31 and 25 degrees respectively, but everywhere else isn't quite as lucky. Cancun and Honolulu are warm, but it isn't exactly outdoor weather with all that rain. Las Vegas and Barbados are avoiding the rain, but they're still cloudy. They may be hit later on this week.
Looking at Calgary today, we actually have a high wind warning in effect. At 34 kilometers an hour, it's real gusty. If you're stepping outside, be sure to have a hat. Other than that, -2, got some snow, but later tonight the snow will subside just for clouds. Let's take a look at the rest of the province here. And we actually have up north a high snowfall warning in effect. Up to 25 centimeters of snow could be hitting Grand Prairie and Fort McMurray. But as we work our way down south, you can see that the snow starts to subside and we have some more consistent, warmer temperatures. It's actually because right here, right around this area, we have a high pressure system approaching Calgary. That's going to keep our temperatures consistent. Speaking of Calgary, let's look at what our 5 days are going to look like here. Tonight, -8, sort of cold, but tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, the high pressure system again, keeping our temperatures warm and consistent, all positive degrees all around. Sunday, however, we have a low of -11. We could be hit with a lot of snow there that's coming in from the north, so we'll have to buckle up for that, get ready for the winter. After our break, we'll have sports with Brenna Doucette.
When you donate to the Salvation Army, you're not just donating a coat, you're donating another warm night for someone that needs it. When you donate to the Salvation Army, you're giving someone hope. So why wait? Give hope today.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come, and dare to be on air.
And welcome back to State News File. Brenna joins us now for a look at the latest highlights. So Brenna, what are we going to see today?
Oh, we're going to see some of the Raptors, we're going to see some of Iginla's retirement and induction into the Hall of Fame, and just all around some fun sports, especially with the Trojans.
You know, Iginla being in the Hall of Fame is definitely something special.
Yeah, it really,
for sure.
really is, yeah. The State Trojans are in action this weekend at home as they prepare to welcome the Ambrose University Lions. The men's volleyball team will play the Lions this Saturday at 3, while the women will play the Lions at 5. The women's basketball team will attempt to go for a 3-game winning streak as they play the Lions Friday at 8, while the men's team will welcome the Lions at 6. Flames alumni and former captain Jerome Iginla was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame on Monday night. Iginla played for the Flames from 1996 to 2013 and was the leading goal scorer 11 times. He was the captain for the Flames for 16 seasons. He made history as the first black athlete to win gold at a Winter Olympics when he helped the Canadian men's team end a 50-year drought at the Salt Lake City 2002 Olympics. Other members of the 2020 Hall of Fame class include Marian Hossa, Kevin Lau, Doug Wilson, Kim St. Pierre, and Ken Holland. Iginla was chosen to be inducted in his first year of eligibility. He won the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy twice, the Art Ross Trophy as the league's top point getter. He also won 2 Olympic gold medals. Throughout his career, he registered 625 goals, 1,300 points, in 1,554 games. The Calgary Flames are in action tonight against the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flames are coming off of a 4-0 win against the Ottawa Senators on Sunday and are looking to continue their winning momentum. The Flyers are looking to bounce back after Saturday night's 5-2 loss to the Dallas Stars. Puck drop for tonight's game is at 5 p.m. There are 3 NHL games in action tonight. The Colorado Avalanche will take on the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver at 7, while the Chicago Blackhawks will meet the Seattle Kraken for the first time this year in Seattle at 8. The final game of the night starts at 8:30 when Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals take on Philip Denault and the LA Kings. Former Toronto Maple Leafs captain Dion Phaneuf announced his retirement on Tuesday. The announcement ends a career that spanned 15 NHL seasons. Phaneuf played in Calgary from 2003 to 2010. While in Calgary, he was named an NHL First-Team All-Star in 2007 to 2008. The 3-time All-Star had 137 goals, 494 points, and 1,048 regular season games, with Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, and Los Angeles. The Toronto Raptors lost Monday night's game to the Portland Trailblazers with the score of 113 to 118. In the first, Van Fleet passes the ball to Pascal in the corner, who shoots the 3-pointer, getting the Raptors up by 9 after 1. Late in the third quarter, the ball lands in Scotty Barnes' hands as he does some work down low and gets the basket and the foul. The Raptors need a spark in the fourth as Van Vliet gets the ball down the court and goes for the 3-pointer and hits the basket. The Raptors are currently 10th in the Eastern Conference after only 1 win in their last 5 games. The Raptors are back in action tomorrow when they play the Utah Jazz. And that's a look at sports.
I believe most of us remember Mr. Brown, an English language teacher who tried to teach English to immigrants. Most of the questions they asked Mr. Brown are way too funny.
Scusi.
Yes, Giovanni.
I have a problem with my first names.
Well, surely you know them.
Sure. Giovanni, Vincenzo, Marco, Dino, Alberto, Lena.
Yeah, all right, so what's the problem?
I can't get them on the paper.
Well, just put as many as you can.
Okie dokie.
Monsieur Brown, please, I do not know the name of the hospital where I was born.
You don't have to put the hospital, just the town.
Just the town?
Have you put the hospital too?
No. Place where born.
Bed.
Well, it can be very difficult for an English teacher to teach immigrants some English. I remember...
Yeah, English is a pretty hard language to learn, hey?
It is, especially when you don't know English.
Yeah, I can't even speak it, so there you go.
Yep. Well, that has been today's top stories as well as top sports, or they're not even listening.